Hello, welcome everyone. Today is the first day of GCSE course. See, this course is designed in order to you to grasp each and every topic and you will be able to do every question in the exam. So, I am starting with the very basics. And the first one that I'm going to take is algebra. I'm going to complete the algebra first completely and then I'll move on to the other topics. This is important because I have seen that algebra is definitely something which is incorporated with every type of questions, whether it's a probability or it's even in trigonometry, any type of the topic. Algebra is something that's always incorporated with other topics. So if you are good at algebra, it's very good. But since it's a whole course that I am uploading, I know that when you are gonna find something on YouTube, you will get some haphazard things like randomly distributed. But this is a proper course that you have to follow and I'll not be missing anything. This is all what I'll do in my live classes, I'll be doing here in the video classes. First, as I told you, I'm starting with the algebra, and if you're good at algebra, it's very good. But even if you have some confusion in it, I am starting with the very basics. So let me start. The very basics is x plus 1 equals 3, and we all know this is a linear equation. Why it's a linear equation? Because the power over x is 1. So a general way of writing is y is equals to ax plus b, which is also a equation. It's an equation for a straight line. So in this one, y and x both have the power 1. That means it's a linear equation. So I'm not going to plot it as of now. We are only sticking to solving the algebra. That's way more important here. So x plus 1 equals 3 represents an equation. Why it's an equation? Because there is an equals to sign here. That's why. There are two things that you have to keep in mind while solving any equation, which is first, that is called transposing. Transposing is if some number or variable is like there is a plus sign or a negative sign in between, or are separated by the positive and the negative operator. That means x plus 1, they are separated by a positive operator. Why have to do transpose? Because solving a linear equation means you have to isolate x. You have to make x alone on one side. Unfortunately, on the left hand side, x is not alone. So my aim is to alone it, to isolate it. And to do so, I need to transpose it. Transposing, that means changing the position. You have to move from one point to another point. So I have to move it here. When I move it here, I have to change the sign. 1 is positive, so when it goes to right hand side, it will become negative. So x is equals to 3 minus 1, which will give you 2. So x is ultimately 2. This is called transposing. The second is called cross multiplication. But before that, I'm taking one more example of transposing. If it's x minus 5 equals 4. Now, I am giving you a chance, think it, what could be the answer. You can pause it and then you come here and resume it here. Obviously, because x and 5 are, you can say, separated by an operator negative, so I need to transpose it. It will go right hand side. Negative will become positive. This is the most common mistake in transposing. Change sign, don't forget. And this I have seen even my students who have scored gold medal in IMC exam and still they did this kind of mistakes. So please change sign while transposing. So this will become 5 is negative because there is a negative sign before it. So it will be 4 plus 5, which is 9. Second, as I said, is cross multiplication. Cross multiplication, transposing is done when it's positive or negative operators are there. Next is a cross multiplication. A cross multiplication is done when a multiplication sign or a division sign is there. That means, suppose take an example, 2x is equals to 4. Obviously, you need to isolate it. Solving x means isolating. While isolating, you see x is with 2, which is in multiplication with it. So you have to do a cross multiplication. It will go there, down there. So it will become x is equals to 4 over 2, which is 2. There's another way which says do the opposite. Doing the opposite means if 2 is in multiplication with x, so do the opposite, divide both the sides by 2. So either we can do cross multiplication or we can opt for the reverse operator. The reverse operators, that means if x is in multiplication with 2, you have to divide it. So 2x equals 4, and I can say divide both the sides by 2. So it will give me x equals 4 over 2, which is 2. Well, this is a conventional way of solving. This is just a short way of doing the same thing. Let me do one more question where something is in division with x. So x over 2 is equals to 3. As I told you, you can opt for cross multiplication. That means crossing, it will go up there. That's called cross. Like this. This is a cross multiplication. So crossing, it will go up there and it will become 3 into 2. If you think cross multiplication is a bit complicated, that's perfectly fine. You can do multiply both the sides by 2. So x over 2 is equals to 3. Multiply both the sides by 2, you'll get x is equals to 3 into 2 equals 6. Now, let me do some questions which are the combination of the plus minus all operators. First question is this one. 2x minus 1 equals 4, and clearly it's a combination of the operators. You can see multiplication, negative sign. So let me see. Obviously, in order to isolate x, the first thing I can do is transposing. Multiplication, if something is with x, don't do directly divided by 2, divided by 2. This is the most common mistake. Don't ever do this. Because it means 2x minus 1 over 2 means 2x over 2 minus half is equals to 2. Then x minus half equals to 2, and then you have to transpose, which will make your thing more complicated. You can do like this, but the most common mistake the student does is they do like this. They divide both the sides by 2, like this, and then they cancel out and write x minus 1 equals 4 over 2 is 2, and x equals 3. They end up getting this answer. This is the most common mistake seriously done by year 11, year 10 students. So please don't do this. If you are appearing for GCSE 2025, you have to keep on all these things in your mind. This is not the way of doing it. 2x minus 1 over 2 cannot be written like x minus 1. No. Either it should be 2 whole x minus 1 over 2 can be cancelled out, or 2x minus 1 over 2 can be written as 2x over 2 minus half. That is x minus half. This is the way we will be discussing later on this thing. So don't worry if you're not aware with this. But as of now, keep that in mind, this is not a way of solving it. So if it's 2x minus 1 equals 4, the best thing is go for transposing first. So I'll transpose it and we'll change the sign. Most of you are might be more comfortable in adding plus sign to both the sides. You can do that as well. So 2x minus 1 equals 4, transposing onto the right hand side, I'll get 2x equals 4 plus 1. 2x is equals to 5, and then you can divide both the sides by 2, or cross multiplying, you'll get x is equals to 5 over 2. So this is basically a simpler way where all the combinations are done. Let me do one more question in which something is in division. See this question, this is x minus 1 over 3 is equals to 2. In that case, because something is in whole division, you cannot transpose. Again, a most common mistake, this is a whole division. It means x minus 1 divided by 3. So in that case, one more common mistake the student does is they directly transpose it here. And answer will become x over 3 and 2 plus 1, x over 3 equals 3. And you'll end up getting x equals 9, which is wrong. You cannot separate something if it's in whole division with something. X minus 1 over 3, keep in mind, is x over 3 minus 1 over 3. You cannot just separate out 1 and transpose it there. It's actually x over 3 negative sign 1 over 3. So because something is in whole division with 3, in that case, I'll be doing multiplying 3 to both the sides, or cross multiplication. So it will give me, when I cross multiply, or when I multiply 3 to both the sides, it will give me x minus 1 equals 2 into 3. X minus 1 equals 6, and x is equals to, transposing at the end, 6 plus 1, don't miss out to change the sign, and x is equals to 7. This is the first and the most important thing, and that's why if you are in year 11 appearing for GCSE 2025, this is the best time to start. So you can brush up your skills, you can brush up your knowledge, and you can get hands-on experience with all these things. So it's better to start now and to strong your base and foundation of maths. So moving on, let me take one more question, which is just the combination of multiplication, subtraction, and everything. This is 4x minus 5 over 3 is equals to 4. Well, so you can clearly see this is the whole division. You can't separate out negative 5 out this. So first and the most important thing is multiplying 3 to both the sides, or cross multiplication. So 4x minus 5 equals 4 into 3. 4x minus 5 equals 12. I would suggest when I'm solving a question, you just need to pause it. When I write a question, pause it, try to solve it. Don't just watch the videos. Maths is all about doing practice with me. This is the way. What I am asking you to do, if you will do, then definitely without spending a pie, you will be able to achieve grade 9, grade 8 in your finals. So when I'm doing questions, just pause it and try to solve it. After you're done with doing it, then resume and check where you went wrong or if you are correct. Now, the next thing is transposing. It will be here. Then finally 4x equals 12 plus 5. 4x is equals to 12 plus 5, 17. And finally, either cross multiplying, or I can say divide both the sides by 4. I'll get x equals 17 over 4. That's your final answer. So that's it for today. I'll be uploading part 2 where we'll be doing some more difficult questions on algebra, and third part will be on the worksheets. See, this written material is uh, available on website exacademy.com for free. So whatever we have done today, you will get a whole written material there uploaded along with this video. And you can find the worksheet as well. So try to solve it, and then I'll be uploading the answers of those worksheets on YouTube itself. So just practice all these questions still here, and then we'll be meeting in part 2. That's it for today. Thank you everyone. Plus, if you need one-on-one live classes for doubt, or if you think you need a personal assistance, you can email us at exactacademy@gmail.com, and you can get one-on-one classes or group classes for all the subjects. I am making for maths, but what about the other subjects? You can get that as well. The rates are very affordable, only £6 per hour for a very small group of like 3-4 students, and £10 per hour for one-on-one classes. The tutors are highly experienced. You can not get the highly experienced tutor at just lowest price. So if you want to enroll, just email us at exactacademy@gmail.com. So that's it for today. Thank you. Bye. Take care.